In this video, I'm going to talk about the Java assignment and uh, just your general sort of introduction into Java. The first step that you do is to install the JDK or the Java Development Kit, and I have instructions for that here. We also want to set an environmental variable called Java Home. This will become important later when we install and start to use the Tomcat web server. So that's for you to do. I'm not going to be doing that, although I do have a link here to a video that shows how to set up this Java Home variable on Windows. What I'm going to show in this video is this Java assignment, basically how to get going with building simple Java applications and compiling and running those. In fact, we're just going to build a hello program and run that. And what I'll do right here, I just have a placeholder for this video. After I finish this video, I'll insert it in this this place here on the web page. So basically, let's take a look. We have this. We have a program, and this is the entirety of the program. It's a class called hello, and in the class there's a single function. The function is called main, and this main function takes some arguments. It's a vector of string, and the function is void, so that means it does not return anything. It's also static and public. These are all important pieces of information that you need to understand to understand this little program, and also to work with Java generally. But I'm not going to go into those details. That's something that you can pick up through your reading and experiments. And then it's just a single line of code here, system.out.println, passing in the word hi. And what this does is it outputs the characters hi with a new line character, that's what the ln means here, into the console window. So this is a console program, it's not a graphical program. So let's go ahead and grab this. I'm going to try to copy this if I can. Can't seem to get that last brace. And so what I'm going to do is go into the our working folder, working copy of our repository, and that is where that is inside CSE322. I'm going to create a new folder called Java, and inside this folder we'll create a text file, and let's do it using Notepad here. And the name of the file should be hello.java. Now, the file name actually must be hello.java. And the reason for that is that in Java, I don't need a font that's that big. In Java, the class names must be the same as the file name. So our class name is hello, so I created a file called hello.java. That's actually a requirement that's placed on the Java language. And so here it is. That's the entirety of the file. I'm going to save that. And just going to get the path to the folder that we're working in. Let's open up a command prompt here. I'm going to cd into, oops, let me try pasting here. Cd into that folder, and you'll see here's our hello.java. Now, if I run javac like this, it says that that the command is not found. It's not a command. And the issue there is that that Java C, that executable, is not in the command path. We can take a look at the system path or command path, I guess, whatever. It's going to echo percent path percent, and as you search through this path, the thing is Java C is not in a folder that appears in this list of folder paths. So what we could do, we could actually edit the path variable and add the path to the folder that contains Java C. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, what I'm going to do is to use the Java home variable that we set already. So if I use percent path percent slash, there's a bin folder in that. Actually, let me do this. I'm going to echo percent Java home just to see what's in there. This is Java home. This is what we set in the last activity. And one of the issues with this is that space right there. And that makes it tricky to use Java home, and when we use it in commands. If I do dir Java home, it says the system cannot find the path specified. That's because Java home is being replaced by this string that has a space in it. So you have to tell the command line interpreter here to consider that space as part of the first argument to the dir command. So if I put percent Java home in quotes, now I actually see what's inside that directory here. So directory of C, program files Java, JDK 1.6.0 _26. Inside here there's a subfolder called bin. Let's take a look at that, see if that works. That works. So bin, as you can see, has a command, java c.exe, or an executable. So we can in fact run that like this. Like I'm going to give it the I'm going to pass in minus version just so that we see a version of it. So now we know that we're running that. So let's go ahead and compile. Let's use our tested string here. I need to get rid of the dir. This is our tested string. We know that resolves to this compiler. Oops, this is not correct, so I wasn't even reading that. There we go. We run the version of Java C here is a Java 1.6.026. So let's pass in that hello file that we created, and let's go ahead and do a dir on that. No, wait a minute. It's our current directory. So we see that hello.java is our source file, and it produced hello.class. Now we need to run hello.class. And we run that using not Java C, but Java. So we take Java and we pass in the class name like this. I think we pass it in like that. I'll try it. There it is. Hi. And so that's it. I mean, we can change this to buy, save it, and rerun the compiler to produce a new hello.class file, and then run the rerun, which I can't seem to find here, rerun the program. So basically what we do here, look at this, java home/bin/java. What this does is it creates an instance of the Java virtual machine, and then this argument here says to this program that creates an instance of the Java virtual machine that it should load the class file hello.class, find a main function inside of it, and pass execution into that main function to give control to our program. So, and that program, of course, runs inside that virtual machine. So let's go ahead and run this. There it is, by. So that's basically how to do it. I'd like to see your work. So please, when you're done, go up to your root folder and commit into the repository. And let's see, I have a new Tomcat logs. I'm not going to commit those into the repository. What I'm going to do here is ignore that because it's part of a different lesson actually. I'm going to add this hello.java. I don't need hello.class in there, just these two files. That's good enough. This folder Java with the source code in it. Just going to write that in there. Alright, that's it.